I don't know what Britt Baker's status is with AEW, but she'd be absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous there. And my God, bro, it blows my mind they don't use Scarlett. Absolutely blows my mind that she is not used.
Vince, if you were doing this all-women's PLE, who would you bring in that you think could be like a very, very good selling point? Because, you know, current women's division, a lot of people will give it a lot of flack because they're not doing a really good job, really giving us a good story or promoting or doing a really good job overall with storyline-wise, not athleticism, but storyline-wise. Who would be your front runner? Who would be your poster person? I actually got two, and one's there. I don't know what Britt Baker's status is with AEW, but she'd be absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous there. And my God, bro, it blows my mind they don't use Scarlett. Absolutely blows my mind that she is not used. Absolutely blow. I don't understand that for the life of me.
She's awesome.
So you got two big players right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, she's a wrestler too. I mean,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I know. She's a wrestler. She's
a wrestler. She can act. She looks great. What is the issue?
Yeah, exactly. What do you think?
This wrestling is stupid, and it's and like good people are saddled with dumb things. She's awesome, and Kross is a lucky fella, and they're a good, cool couple, and they're very interesting to talk to outside of the realm of the bubble. So I enjoy.
Somebody was telling me today, EC3, and maybe you know, I had no idea about this, Chris. I guess she's into the paranormal, like big time. Like she's got a YouTube channel about. Make that her freaking gimmick. That like, how hard is that? How hard is that to do?
I think her and Shotzi does something together.
I mean, gosh, man, that's great stuff, man.
Yeah, why not? Like, and that makes sense. I don't understand.
You know what? I'll tell Chris. Let me explain it to you. And we get back to this every time. They don't know how to do stuff like that. It's that simple. They know how to do wrestling stuff. Yeah. That is it. If you tell them, oh, well, she's a paranormal, she loves this, she's into this stuff, make a character and storyline around it. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, they would probably like, oh, she's paranormal, so like she's gonna summon ghosts, and then it's gonna be. It's like when Wyndham was the Fiend, Bray came and was the Fiend, and it was awesome and fire. And then it's like, oh, he's a fiend, he's got powers, and then the bright light, like the red lights, and then 18 finishes. Like, God, just let something develop. And it sucks because this has been my hero's journey at this point. So many unique, talented, capable individuals sidelined and just subdued by complete lack of insight, by an army of like people hammering, like nothing makes sense, nothing has context. How do you make a paranormal character in wrestling? Just let her be her. Let her talk like she does on the show. Is she gonna summon a ghost to help her win a match? Probably not, but the way she would speak on things would be unique and different. And then maybe she's got some crystals that have a power. I'm cool with that because I got crystals with powers. But like, use people for their best assets. What makes them unique and individual? Why do you pay them money? Because they're special. Let them be special. End scene.
Bingo.
EC3 shooting today. Let's go. Absolutely.
I'm just so sick of like the lapse of creativity. It's just,
well, bro,
learn about these people.
EC3, you're gonna appreciate this. Bro, did you see, Chris? I saw a still photo of in the writer's room, that new show they're gonna do.
Yeah,
bro, you got a bunch of guys sitting around the board, in a boardroom around a table in suits and ties. That's a creative meeting? That is what a creative, and then we wonder why there's no creativity in the show. You can't be creative like that, Chris.
Name pop quiz. Name a super creative person. Go ahead, Dr. Chris. Just off the top of your head. In any way. Okay. Well, I'd at least wear slacks, maybe a tight shirt.
Or at least Stan Lee. Stan Lee.
Is Stan Lee showing up in a suit and tie to spitball ideas for the Marvel Universe?
Parker and Stone.
I don't know who that is, but I doubt
South Park guys. Yeah, no. You think they're wearing shirt and ties in a boardroom?
No, and I'm like thinking Rick Rubin's coming in. Like that dude's coming in barefoot, khakis, in like shirt like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you work like that? How are you create and Triple H is sitting at the head of the table, so you know they're all at their best behavior and we got to make sure we pitch him something he likes. How do you work like that, man?
You know, Vince, if there was a if there was a Patreon that talked about green room, fourth wall breaking stuff, from what I know, man, it would be way over. And I'll just say this: it's not as creative as you think it is because of stuff like that. So it doesn't really give the people the opportunity to really get into like, man, why are we having this meeting? Let me do this at my house. Let me bring you over to my house. It's just so much of pitch.
That's horrible. Hey, Doctor. Ed Ferrara would come to my house. We would sit in my den. We'd have Springer on the television. We're writing. We're watching Springer. We're writing. I lived right across the street from the mall. It's lunchtime. We walk to the mall. We eat lunch at the food court. We come back. Now we got Judge Judy and Dr. Phil. That's how we wrote, man. I can't imagine. I'd want to kill somebody sitting around a table with a shirt and tie. I'd want to kill somebody.
Yep. So
not because this will never end. So everything said is well.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be from a creative standpoint. And I've talked to you a lot about how the creative process used to be, Vince. Nowadays, it's not that.
Chris, then I'm not kidding you, bro. I swear to God, Chris. Then we'd go to Vince's house. Vince would be in sweatpants.
Nice.
Cut off shirt. His hair was never combed and coiffed. He'd be lifting up his leg and farting on me and Ed. That's a shoot. And this is what you've got now?
Yeah, man.
That was Vince McMahon, bro.
Yep. And at their weekly meetings.
Yeah, they should be required to read Rick Rubin's Act of Creative, or The Way of Creative, or The Creative Act. They should be required. War on Art by Stephen Pressfield. And just, dude, there's no processing. If you manufacture something like a corporation, you're gonna get swill and shit.
That's it, man. That's it.
You're gonna feel those suits are saying, "Hey, what about this? No, okay, but what about this?" You know, I mean, like, it's just that is the creative process, man. Just shooting down a bunch of ideas. So.
I love a suit too. I love a nice suit, tight, tailored, popping out of it, jacked, and it plays. But like, to get creative, man, you need to touch grass. You need to feel wind. You need Jerry Springer and some, fat hillbilly bashing her brother boyfriend with the chair.
Yep.
Today we had a creative powwow. There, and I put on. Well, first I put on The Passion of the Christ, and I don't know why. I'm like, what am I doing? This is too intense.
Bro, do you know I could never watch that movie a second time? After I watched it once, I could not watch it again.
You get past the act, like the storytelling is really good, and the performances are amazing, which kind of get lost in the oh my, holy, whoa. But threw on the Last Dance, and then we're all fired up hearing Jordan talk, you know, and like, the GM, like, and then we created some cool stuff. Planned out 3 shows. It was great.